Hello, and welcome back to another video of the week. If you saw my last video, you will see that I talked about something. I don't remember. I know it was about consulting. I honestly forgot what I just recorded and posted yesterday. But today's a new video. Today we're going to talk about, if you saw my title, literally what hobbies I do as a 24-year-old, literally working from home every single day for my consulting job. Because honestly, you can read so many people's blogs, some people's videos, and just say like, they don't have anything going on in their lives. And I will tell you right now, I get bored so easily. Like, you don't notice because I don't show off anything. Like, I don't go out enough for you guys to be like, oh, she's like an outdoorsy person. Because I'm not. Like, the weather outside, it's like either really cold or really hot, and it's like it's a bother anyway. But when I was in college, I was joining like clubs every single day. I had 2 jobs. I literally had like 15 plus credit hours. Like, I was busy. Like, I was literally busy from Monday to Friday plus the weekends because I had a job and I go out. And now that I'm out of school, I don't have 20 million clubs to go to. I don't have 20 jobs to do, which thank God, because that was actually kind of a ruining of the mental. And I don't have classes like that. So like literally I work from 8 to 4 and then I come off my computer because I'm already at home and I just have nothing to do for the rest of the day. And obviously I'm lucky to have it because there's people out there who literally go to the office and then they take like 2-hour traffic and they come home and it's like already 8 p.m. But with me, I'm just so used to doing so much. And now that I'm at home every single day, I literally don't have much to do. And it's been like this since when I first joined my company, like right after college. But since then, I found like several hobbies that I'm trying to incorporate. I will say right now, I am like loosely doing them. Like, I would never call them a full hobby just because I always have to like remind myself to do it. Otherwise, I would just watch YouTube all day. And while that could be a hobby on its own, because who's going to stop you, it's not the most productive. And I will say, I don't want to be that person who only watches YouTube or TV all day. I mean, I will. I mean, watching anime is literally a hobby on its own because I said it is. It's not one of my hobbies, but it can be. It literally could be like, I have 5 hobbies I'm going to talk about. This could be like 6 hobbies, just watching anime, because I'm supposed to do anime reviews. I've honestly haven't done it in like a hot second, but I literally just finished Attack on Titan like 2 days ago because I was being spoiled left and right when the show came out, and I just said no, I'm not watching this show until it's completely over. And it was over since like 2022, and I literally just finished like 2 days ago, and it's like a 10 out of 10, but don't worry about that. Anyway, I have 5 hobbies, trying to incorporate them as much as possible because I'm in this weird funk that I think I've been in for like months now. And now that it's almost summer, I'm feeling more like I should do more, because winter, you had an excuse to like not go out. You get to stay inside, you know, be by a fireplace, do random fire activities, like eat yourself to a coma, and then just like go out, you know, go out with your friends, maybe like to a few events. But then in the summertime, everyone's outside. So if you're not outside with them, it's like not FOMO, but you are missing out on just your 20s, I guess, whatever. So you heard like the 5 like hobbies that I'm doing that I've been doing for a while. Mostly started incorporating more this year, just because last year I may have done something a little different and it just never stuck. So I'm just gonna stop talking and just get you down to this list, because this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm incorporating. If you have a different hobby you're doing that's not like expensive, I don't have to go out to a class to do it. I know there's classes to do like woodwork and social events, but I'm trying to save coin. So I don't want to go outside and go pay $100 like a month to do something that I could just either do at home, or I rather just watch it on YouTube. I don't care. Anyway, let's go through this list. Some of these are familiar because I've literally talked about it or started it because of the channel. So you will be like, oh, I know this one, because you do, literally. But number 1 is, I think this is like the most obvious one outside of like whatever. But number 1 is my YouTube channel. I've said it multiple times that I've literally started my YouTube channel because I was bored. If you don't know that, my name is Miracle. I'm population me, based in Chicago, remote worker, and I started a YouTube channel because I was bored at home. So I literally started recording. Like, I was like, oh, you know what? I'll show my face on camera. I think I'm on LinkedIn or something. So this works out fine. It's like I'm like totally camera shy, and it's like whatever, right? So the YouTube channel was birthed because I was bored. If I literally had stuff to do, I probably wouldn't have a YouTube channel, if I'm being so honest. So you guys are welcome, but also thank God that I have the free time because whatever. So I have the YouTube channel. That's number one, really. Like recording it is not hard. I know my quality a little bit crusty, musty sometimes. I'm recording on my phone with a tiny little mic that I bought online, and I just press play and I just talk about whatever I want and I put it online, and it's free. It's literally free. I mean, I'm not making money because I don't have like the skills nor the fan base to make money, which is fine because I honestly just need something to do, and this is a hobby and it's a creative outlook since I don't draw, I don't like sculpt, I don't do anything. So this is nice. But that's number one. Number two is literally reading. I have the current book I'm reading right now. It is literally called The Last Thing He Told Me. That is my current book. So this is what you will see by the end of the month because it's only like 306 pages. So I don't know, maybe I'll read two. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not reading 2 books. I'm not gonna put myself in that little, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna read this book and that's all you guys are gonna get for this month. But I have like a bag of books that I've gotten. They're all free, thank God. I don't know where I get them from, but there's like free events to get free books in my city, and I go get them because they're free. So this book was free, but it was also, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a show on Apple TV. In case I forget to tell you during my book club, but it's originally like $18 for this 300-page book in US dollars. The Canadian dollars is 25. I'm not sure what's going on in Canada, but yeah. So that's like a free hobby that I'm able to do. I also live next to a library, like 15 minutes away from me, so I also could just get books from there. I've been reading books since literally this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I've been reading, I had other books that I read before. Like I read a few like nonfiction books here and there all throughout from like November to December of 2024, but I stopped because I didn't have a real reason to read, and I didn't have like a schedule to read at. Because once I'm done with work, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna nap. Okay, I'm going to do something else. Okay, now I'm gonna watch YouTube or anime or a TV show, and I just don't touch the books. So you guys are also another reason why I read, because even if no one watches a video, I still have to post. So I get like maybe 1 view, maybe 0 views, depending on the book, depending on how I talk about it. And if one person watches like 5 seconds of the video, great, lovely. I still have to put out a video because this is the only way I'm reading. Like it's a book club for myself because I don't know who reads these books, nor do I want to go out and look for a book club because it's more of a class setting than an actual book club in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Okay, so that's number 2. I'm already tired of talking and I just started. But number 3 would be, okay, so number 3 is I also play video games, not like any good ones, I think. I play a lot of video games on my phone. I don't know how to show this to you. I'll probably just show the ads of the games I play. There's this new DC game that came out like literally 2 months ago called Dark Legion. I've just been playing that on my game. It's mainly idle, but it is pretty fun. I do kind of like it. And I just play those games in my free time, which is like every time. Sometimes it's like a few AI reading games I like to play as well, just because it's a lot easier to play on those devices than like on my laptop or get a console and play it there. Just because there's a lot less setup and I just can do it there. I don't know how to record myself playing a game when it's on my phone and I need my phone to record. The point is, just believe when I say I play games. I'm not playing competitively on anything. It's all leisurely games, like all like calming games, all relaxing games. I tend to play them a lot more when I'm like after work so I can like de-stress or whatever. Or if it's like a beautiful day outside and I want to be inside, I go to my lovely couch over there. It's next to the window and I just play my video game while sitting there. I honestly might do that right after this video. But that is all I do and I like it. It takes me like, I don't know how long that game takes me. Maybe like an hour or 2 because I have like 3 different games. I'll probably try to add for like 2 of them because they actually have ads. But that's what I do for number 3. And then to number 4, it's a hobby for me just because I've never done this in the past. So I call it a hobby. I call it a hobby because, I go to the gym 4 times a week or I walk. I usually walk more than I go to the gym just because I like walking a lot. I love walking. I hate running, but I love to walk. But to go to the gym, I have a membership which forces me to go to the gym. Otherwise, I just wasting money. But it's really cheap. And I do like classes there, which is really nice. So I go there like almost 3 times a week. Maybe I walk the other 2 days of the week, usually on like Friday or like a weekend. And that one is nice for health reasons, but also because it does make me leave the house. And they happen right after work. Like literally at 5 p.m., I'm like going to the gym, being there for an hour, and I come home. And my gym is literally like 20 minutes away from me. So a really good walking distance. And the price for the gym that I'm at is literally like less than $20 per month. So it's really inexpensive. And you get like all the benefits within the $20 a month. So I know this before. Before I came to my gym, I used to work out at home because I thought I can just do at home workout. And I have a TV that is broken, I think. So I usually use that TV and be like, oh, dang it, like, I don't know, workout classes that you can do without equipment because I don't have any. And literally I would just be like, here in my living room, like you're literally right next to my living room, and I'll just work out here. But I stopped doing that because my TV broke. I don't know what happened to it. I think it's broken. It doesn't turn on anymore. But I also just wasn't doing it consistently because I just didn't care. But I do walk a lot more. I walk for like 2 hours because 10K steps for me is 2 hours. And then the gym, I'll do it for like an hour because it's an actual class and I have no reason to like overexert myself right after work. So that's my other hobby. I call it a hobby because it is. It is a hobby to me because I don't go every day and I don't do it all the time, but it is fun. I do like doing it, even though I'm sometimes just like, I don't want to go to the gym. I didn't even go to the gym today. I'm not gonna lie. I literally took a walk. I think I have a clip somewhere here of me walking in the neighborhood, but my walks are like safe. I usually go when it's not super duper dark and my neighborhood is relatively safe if I'm in the, good location. And then number 5, you definitely seen this if you see my earlier videos, earlier as in like literally December. But some of my videos I've done like weekly outings. Like I will leave my apartment once a week. And I talked about this in a different video, like before this month or before this year, literally probably December I talked about it. But I literally go out and I like go out once a week because I talked about this exact problem, how I don't do anything. And I will literally stay in my apartment because I paid for it and be like, oh, I'll just stay here all day because I love it here. I do love it here. I don't think I'll ever do a tour because the lighting in my apartment is actually atrocious. It's all white light, but it's so pretty, but also it's kind of dusty because I didn't clean very well. Anyway, point is, I go out like once a week and you probably should, I'll show a clip here of like me going out somewhere. I don't know, I'm always going out somewhere. And I usually go with my friends because they always pick the best places to go. And I'd rather just follow them than find my own place. Or I go on Eventbrite, which you should know. If you don't know, it's a website that has like a bunch of different events you can do. Ranges from like free events to like paid events. And you just get like a ticket, a free ticket or a paid ticket, and you just go to the event that someone is hosting. Sometimes people put the whole birthday parties on there. I don't go to those because it's a little weird to have your birthday on Eventbrite and I'm just showing up and I don't know who you are. But you can have any event on there. You make your own event on there. I know I've done it before, but I'm sure you can. And I usually use it like majority of the time. So if you see my videos and be like, oh wow, you go out a lot, it's because of Eventbrite. I don't know where most of these events are if I don't go on Eventbrite. And Chicago isn't very, I wouldn't say it's not very active in a lot of locations without me looking on Eventbrite. So I honestly think it's a lot more useful. Without Eventbrite, I wouldn't have known about majority of the places I go to. I haven't gone out in a minute though, because most of my friends are the ones who do the hosting. So I usually go to their place, which is really nice. But I haven't gone to an Eventbrite event in like 2 weeks. But that's how I usually do it. But it's like once a week, just because the pay for like transportation is a bit much sometimes. And I don't want to do like 3-hour outings like every other day when it's like a Monday versus a Friday. So that happens, and that's a hobby that I'm doing mostly on the weekends because it makes more sense. Even though Saturday and Sunday could both be days I go out instead of it just being like Monday. But those are like the 5 hobbies I'm really doing. There are some here and there that I just have. Like I could go out and just like, I don't know, sometimes to me shopping is a hobby. Not like an addiction, but like shopping for new products can be a hobby, or just trying them out can be a hobby, or doing skincare can be a hobby for some people. I do think skincare is a very good hobby because some people don't do it, or it's very relaxing. Definitely a self-care day is very relaxing. I should do a video about self-care, but I feel like I'd be like the worst person because all I do is sleep and eat, and I'll be like, that's self-care for me. But I feel like mentally, because all these hobbies, again, right? All these hobbies there's 5. They're all meant to like keep me in a state of like less anxious, like not the person I was in college when I had like too many things going on, and I really didn't question like if it was a good thing to have this much going on. And then when it all like ended, because the college ended, I was just like thrust into a world that was amazing, but I also had a lot more free time, and then that started to make me anxious because it was like I have too much free time. That's not normal. I'm used to being busy. It's such a weird experience to be like calm. So I think having these hobbies gives me a nice little medium. Like I'm not overexerting myself because reading a book won't make me anxious. Neither would like playing my mobile games because they're not competitive anyway. So I don't have any problems with that. But I'm also not doing nothing. Like I'm not doing anything. Like I'm not doing nothing that's gonna hurt me. But it's also not just gonna make me feel like, oh, this girl is a little cuckoo crazy. But at the same breath, self-care, like a self-care day, those are very important. Not just because I have a job or because I do stuff in my home, but because mentally, physically, it does show on your body if you are doing okay. And for me, I do want to make sure my health is fine. And currently, I'm doing great. As you can tell, I'm glowing. I don't know why I'm glowing. I think I'm really oily today, which is amazing because I think the oil in my skin makes my skin look very glossy, and it's all natural, so that's very good. But I think as you get older, it does get a little bit worse because you gotta take more care and you have to be more focused on yourself, your inner self. And if you don't take care of it now, then when you get older, you won't know how to, or you might do it incorrectly and then you ruin your body more. So I might do like a self-care video or like just show you like what I would potentially do, because realistically, if I showed a realistic self-care, it'd be me sleeping all day. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do it on the weekends. Like it's not cute to be like, oh, but you sleep all day. Like, yeah, I do. But I also have amazing health. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But that might be my next video, which means I'll be on like a more of a weekend or something just to get that video really out. But I hope you enjoyed this one. This is a few hobbies that I do personally to make sure I'm not like, all over the place mentally. Like, oh my God, did I do enough today? Am I be like, do I have self-worth? Am I crumbled? But obviously I complain about reading all the time, but don't worry about that because I'm gonna do it again. It's just good for my mental, and also it's good to complain sometimes. So a little balance of everything. But I will see you guys next week for my next video, which honestly might be a not skincare, part of skincare, but self-care, because some people might show you self-care spending $1,000 on like outwardly appearance, and I do want to show more of like more self-awareness when it comes to self-care, because they don't gotta be expensive. They can easily just be like something you do in your home with the stuff you have. So we'll see how that goes, because I have to figure out what I want to show and how I'm going to film it and all that jazz. But that's for me to do next week. It is all still related to your jobs, your careers, your consulting, to whatever, because if you can't take care of yourself, then how are you going to do your best at that job? How are you going to get paid, right? And this is good for people who don't have jobs as well, because you are probably more anxious than some people who have jobs, because you're literally like trying to figure out how to pay like bills and whatever, or you just need money, whatever. So this is just as important, if not for anyone, but for you. So hopefully it comes out good. Hopefully this video did well. Hopefully I stop yapping eventually and just end this video. But I will see you guys next week for a new video, because it is May, it is hot, it is summer. You couldn't tell if we went to Chicago because in the 50s, but it's hot out here. So maybe I'll bring back my little vlog videos in a smaller style, because I used to do that a lot more, but I got a little bored of it, and even the videos weren't performing well. But anyway, I'll see you guys next week. See you guys later. Bye-bye.